Alam, di parang may nagtatakipan po dito.
Mr. Chair, dagdag ko lang. So, kanina, Mr. Baloro, hindi mo alam kung saan eksakto sa Caraga ginaganap yung anniversary ninyo?
Mr. Chair, with regard to the places, because we have several locations po for Caraga. So we have also our satellite leads who is now in charge with the identification of the location for the OVP anniversary in Caraga. Your Honor.
Okay, several, marami. Ano-ano yung mga lugar na yun? Alam mo, nagloloko na tayo dito eh. Sa totoo lang, kung meron man nagtataka kung bakit nabawasan yung budget ng OVP, ito naging dahilan eh.
Your
Kasi
Honor.
hindi nyo may paliwanag, simpleng activity ninyo. You can't even say for a certain fact kung nasaan. Sasabihin nyo maraming activities somewhere in Caraga, tapos hindi nyo man lang masabi kung saan. Anong klaseng celebration yun? Sobrang laki ba ng opisina ninyo na kaya nyong sabay-sabayin lahat ng barangay, lahat ng bayan sa Caraga Region? Not unless, of course, you're making a mockery of this committee. Mr. Baloro,
Your Honor.
hold on. Are you making mockery of this committee, Mr. Baloro?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so if no, then treat us with respect. Where are you celebrating the activities of your celebration today? You are head.
Caraga, Your Honor.
Where there? Do you know how big the Caraga region is?
For my personal knowledge, Your Honor, no.
Mr. Chair.
Your
Mr. Chair.
Honor.
Yes, Attorney Lopez.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, respectfully, may I be given a minute, please, to just discuss and confer with Director Baloro, if that's all right.
Pwede niyo po bang tawagan ngayon si Miss Gina Acosta, speaker po ninyo?
Si
Ayun po.
Miss Gina Acosta.
Miss Gina Acosta. Paki-speaker po nga po ninyo.
Mr. Chair. May I just add that
Yes,
for
Congresswoman
an
Luis
event
Tro.
as big as the anniversary of the office of the Vice President, I do not understand why the operations head is not knowledgeable about the place of the celebration and the matters connected thereto. And more so, Mr. Chair, it is a common practice that when one applies for a travel authority, it goes with the travel authority, the invitation or the program of the activity. Kayo po'y operations head. Wala man lang hubang program or invitation where we can make reference as to the place of the celebration and the officials who are supposed to be there other than the SDO.
Your Honor, for the 2024 Thanksgiving activities, Your Honor, I just learned that
Is it Thanksgiving or anniversary?
Thanksgiving anniversary. It's in line with the OVP anniversary, Your Honor. The title of our program, Your Honor, is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving anniversary celebration of OVP. And-
Thanksgiving activity,
And
Your
it
Honor.
ranges for 1 whole week.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you
af-
please cite again the inclusive period for that celebration?
Yes, Your Honor, from after our event on November 15, that is the 89th anniversary of the OVP. Right after that, we have our scheduled for the OVP Thanksgiving activities for all the 10 satellite offices, Your Honor.
Sandali po, ang pinag-uusapan muna po natin is celebration today?
Today, Your Honor, is the OVP Thanksgiving in Caraga, Your Honor.
And where in Caraga is it being celebrated?
It is simultaneously celebrated in, I've learned now, Your Honor, in our three municipalities. It's one city, Your Honor, it's in Hingoog, Magallanes, and Butuan City, Your Honor.
And why did you not seek for an excuse when you are the operation head and you're supposed to be the first person who's to attend that celebration?
Your Honor, because I went to Panay and Negros Islands already, Your Honor, last week. This is in it's municipality of Malay and municipality of Macataw in Aklan. So the reason why, Your Honor, for me to have arrest, Your Honor, my time also in the central office to sign few documents with regard to the medical and burial assistance. So the reason why, Your Honor, I need also to.
And how about the program and the invitation which are supposed to justify the travel authority of your SDO?
Your Honor, with regard to the SDO, Your Honor, is I am the one who signing. I'm not the one who signed the document, Your Honor.
Yes, I understand, but as an operation head, you're supposed to receive as well, di ba? A copy of the program and the invitation, because you are the focal person in terms of field operation. Am I correct?
Yes, but Your Honor, with regard to
Hindi ka ba nila inimbita?
for Caraga, Your Honor,
As operation head, you're supposed to be invited. Tama po ba ako?
as part of my job, Your Honor.
I wish to see the copy of the invitation and the program. Would you like to produce them today?
Your Honor, with regard to my, Your Honor, with regard to my travel order, I'll provide the committee, Your Honor,
Which travel order are you referring to, Mr.?
for the schedules of the Thanksgiving activities, Your Honor.
What we are discussing today are the activities where the SDO is supposed to be present as provided in her travel authority. I do not understand why in her travel authority, the documents which are supposed to accompany them, the program and the invitation, were not mentioned by Attorney Zulaika and Attorney Sanchez.
Your Honor, I don't have the knowledge, Your Honor, with regard to the travel order of our SDO, Your Honor, because I am not the signing authority, Your
But
Honor.
do you have a knowledge in as far as the existence of this program and invitations are concerned?
With regard to the OVP Thanksgiving for Caraga, Your Honor, yes.
You have.
With regard to, Your Honor, with
Do you
regard
have
to
copies?
Thanksgiving.
Do you have copies?
With regard to the executive brief, Your Honor, I have.
Can you please share it to the committee? The invitation and the program for the Thanksgiving anniversary celebration in Caraga,
Yes, Your Honor.
where your SDO is supposed to be present.
With regard to the presence of our SDO, Your Honor, I cannot give you.
Because
with
that is the justification provided in the travel authority. So I suppose that he's there attending the activity.
Your Honor, I can only provide you, Your Honor, the executive brief of the program of the Thanksgiving in Caraga, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, can we please direct our secretariat to solicit the copy of the program of activity as well as the invitation, Mr. Chair?
The Secretariat is requested to please get hold of the copy to Mr. Norman Baloro. Ating Secretariat?
Mr. Chair,
Page.
quickly lang po, if I may, I'll be allowed to interject with
Yes, Congressman
yes,
Sia.
with indulgence. I guess earlier, Mr. Chair, Congressman Flores requested our Sergeant at Arms to communicate, the issuance or the contempt order that we have just issued against certain individuals, and I guess SDO was part of among those individuals who recited in contempt. Did I hear it right, Mr. Toledo, Mr. Baloro, that you are currently today celebrating a Thanksgiving anniversary of the OVP, and probably these three areas andun si SDO?
Caraga, Your Honor.
Yes, in Caraga. Kasi yun po yung reason niya kung bakit hindi siya pumunta dito. And maybe if we can go back to the earlier motion of Congressman Flores, we can already communicate kung nandun siya, maybe as a sergeant at arms, so that they can issue already. And they can probably confirm whether si STO ay nandun talaga sa Caragas para ma-secure natin siya. Sir Chair.
The Secretariat is COMSEC.
Mr. Baloro,
May
sorry.
we request the Sergeant at Arms? Where's the Sergeant at Arms? Pakitawag po.
So Baloro,
Yes,
paki-mention
yes,
lang po yung areas you just learned just now, texted to you.
Your Honor, for the Caraga Satellite Office, Your Honor, for the Thanksgiving activities, we have simultaneously have the program for Hingoog, Magallanes, and Butuan City, Your Honor.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Chair. Hinguog,
Magallanes,
Magallanes,
Magallanes, and Butuan City, Your Honor.
and Butuan City. Okay.
Mr. Chair, can I just add?
Please continue.
Mr. Baloro, what is the activity tomorrow? Where?
For the activities tomorrow, Your Honor, this is still for confirmation because, however, to answer your question, is in Southern Mindanao Satellite Office, Your Honor.
What towns po?
This is somewhere in Marilog, Your Honor.
Marilog, that's Davao City.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, no other place?
With regard to the Thanksgiving for the
I
Southern...
mean, the programs that where supposedly Fajarda spouses and Acosta are to be supervising tomorrow.
For the program here, Your Honor, it is in Southern Mindanao Satellite Office in Marilog, Your Honor.
In Marilog. Okay, so if they will not be in Marilog tomorrow, meaning they will be absent from their function supposedly. They were sent there supposedly to help out in this particular activity, correct?
Your Honor, to be honest, I don't have really the knowledge with regard to the travel order of the SDO, Your Honor.
You just heard Attorney Lopez read it out to you, to all of us.
Your Honor, I only have the knowledge with regard to the activities
Okay.
under the
Now,
operations,
as the head of operations, supposedly, alam mo kung sino yung pupunta doon from your office to help out, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you heard Attorney Lopez say that these persons were issued travel authority by Attorney Ortonio to help out in these activities, correct?
I presume, Your Honor, their
You
presence
presume.
will be there.
So I also presume that they should be there tomorrow. Otherwise, they will be absent and they will not be doing the performance or they will not be performing their duties of which they were tasked to do. And to which they're saying that they're absent now because they're doing these functions. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So they should be there tomorrow.
I presume, Your Honor, their presence
Okay.
will be there tomorrow, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The Chair would like to recognize the next interpellator, the Honorable Jinky Luistro.
As a follow-through, Attorney Sulaika, ilan po ba ang key officials ng OVP? I'm referring to key officials only.
There are 5 key officials, Your Honor.
Can you please mention these 5 key officials?
The undersecretary,
Can you please include the name?
Oh, yes.
Assuming this position.
yes, for number 1, the undersecretary, that is me, Zuleika Lopez. Our assistant secretary, Mr. Lemuel Ortonio. Our director for admin and finance services, that is Director Rosalyn Sanchez. Our director for operations, that is Mr. Norman Baloro. And our director for strategic management office, that is Attorney Sunshine Fajarda, Your Honor.
How important is this Thanksgiving anniversary celebration in Caraga? It's not even at the NCR. It does not even represent a regional representation because he made mention only of 3 specific LGUs. Why? Of all key officials. Bakit naman po sa dami ng opisyal ng OVP, ito pang matagal na pong iniimbita ng Good Government Committee na si SDO Gina Acosta at si Assistant Chief of Staff Ortonio ang nakaisip na mag-represent ng OVP sa Thanksgiving celebration.
Your Honor, I cannot answer that because For one thing, I was not the one who issued the travel authority. For another, I cannot presume to understand or know of the wisdom of the person who actually signed it. So, therefore, I cannot really directly answer that question.
To continue,
Respectfully.
Attorney, it is not my intention to undermine the significance of those activities in Caraga. But we are thinking individuals here between defending the institution, the office of the OVP, and attending the Thanksgiving celebration in the 3 LGUs in LGU. Hypothetical lang po. Which do you think is more important?
Your Honor, every activity we roll out, whether it's in the NCR or in our satellite
Mr. Chair,
offices-
can we please direct our resource speaker to answer the question? This is a hypothetical question, Attorney Lopez.
Please
If you
answer
will be made
responsibly.
to choose, saan ho ba kayo pupunta? Sa hearing ng Good Government Committee, where you will be given the chance to defend the office pertaining to the issues surrounding it, particularly the utilization of confidential fund, or the Thanksgiving celebration in the 3 small LGUs of the Caraga region.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, the decision to attend the committee hearing of this honorable committee is a personal one.
I understand, Mr. Chair, but this is a hypothetical question that is being raised to our resource speaker.
I can only answer for myself, Your Honor, and my decision was to attend today's hearing.
Thank you, Attorney Salaika. Now to proceed, Attorney. Tagasan po ba kayo? Where did you originate?
I was born in Davao City, ma'am.
Can you please enlighten us where in Davao at kailan po ba kayo pinanganak? At least the year.
Your 1974, Your Honor.
You were born 1974 in Davao City. And I
That's
understand you were appointed as city administrator for a long time of Davao City. May I ask, Attorney, kailan po ba yung first encounter ninyo with our Vice President?
My first encounter with the Vice President was really because of work, Your Honor.
In other words, hindi po kayo childhood friends, hindi po kayo classmates, you are not even friends prior to your appointment as city administrator. Tama po ba ako?
Your Honor, the Vice President was, I was an upper class of the Vice President in the College of Law of San Beda, Your Honor.
In other words, you were schoolmates during the law school years. Tama po?
We were schoolmates, but we were not, how do you call that, friends?
Acquainted?
Or acquainted.
So when did you become acquainted with each other?
When I took on the position of Secretary to the Sanggunian, Your Honor.
When was this, Attorney Lopez?
I think 2007, Your Honor.
So this is prior to your appointment as city administrator.
That is correct, Your Honor.
You were first appointed as Sangguniang Bayan Secretary in 2007 before you were appointed as city administrator from 2010 until 2022. Is my data correct? Are my data correct?
There is a gap, Your Honor, because for a time, the Vice President was not the mayor.
Yes.
So just for, I think, 6 years, I was city admin for 6 years.
Let us go to your position as city administrator, Attorney Lopez. Ano po bang functions ng isang city administrator?
Your Honor, the city administrator, in my experience, we actually develop plans and programs on how to effectively and efficiently implement programs and projects that are initiated by the local chief executive. That's one. And then another would be the coordination with all the city department heads. In the case of Davao City being a highly urbanized city, I think we have around almost 40 city department heads, Your Honor. Not to mention, part of my task also is to chair and preside over various committees of the city, such as the Zoning Committee, Tourism Board, Davao City Investment and Promotion Committee, etc., totaling also more than 30 committees. Apart from that, of course, the city administrator is also tasked with the administrative delivery of administrative support services, particularly in times of disaster operations, notable of which is, for example, there's massive flooding, or in the case of COVID in 2019.
That is an ample function, Attorney Lopez. And in fact, our time allotted for committee hearing might not be enough for you to be able to share with us the so many functions of a municipal or city administrator. Am I correct?
Yes, Your
But
Honor.
I have some specific questions for you. As city administrator, do you recommend to the LCE the appointment of key officials?
Your Honor, in my experience, I never proposed a recommendation for key officials.
But do you believe that as a city administrator, you have the discretion, the power, the opportunity, the position to recommend people who deserves appointment as key official? With the ample function that you have shared to this committee, I believe yes.
Your Honor, perhaps prepare a short list for consideration, but I cannot really make that recommendation because that exercise belongs to the appointing authority. It's the
Yes,
local
but
chief
if the
executive.
appointing authority will be soliciting your position relative to the people who are supposed to be appointed for key positions, would you give your opinion concerning this matter?
Your Honor, in my experience as the city administrator of the vice president, when she was then mayor, she never asked me for any particular person or name that she should consider.
How about in the execution of contract in behalf of the LGU? Do you give your legal opinion, especially considering that you are a lawyer?
Your Honor, in the city government of Davao, there is only one lawyer, and that is the city legal officer. So all contracts that are executed or performed or entered into are reviewed and given legal opinion by the city legal officer, Your
If
Honor.
there are occasions when the opinion of the legal officer is not in consonance with yours, don't you volunteer your opinion being the city administrator and a lawyer at the same time?
Your Honor, I can only confer really with the city legal. But at the end of the day, it is the city legal who will make that final recommendation to the city mayor.
In
Or the local
scheduling the LCE in very important meetings, do you give your opinion as well as to which meeting she should be giving priorities?
Your Honor, from the very beginning, that was very clear to us that we do not really involve ourselves in the appointments or the scheduling of our principal.
How about in
Then-
budget preparation, Attorney Lopez? Don't you give your insights about which item, which program needs bigger budget compared to the others?
In the preparation of the budget for the city government, Your Honor, what is being done is that the city department heads, all 42 of them, I think, more or less, make a presentation as to their priority programs.
Is it not that you are the one at the core, at the center of all these department heads, being the one representing the office of the LCE?
No, Your Honor, I sit in only as city administrator.
As a
There is
matter of
also
fact, as city administrator, you do help reconcile the budget of all the departments of the LGU. Tama po ba?
Your Honor, it really depends on for one, the presentation of all the projects and programs of all the city department heads. And then we make that presentation to the local chief executive. And then the local chief executive will decide which programs will be prioritized. We do not have,
Do you mean to tell us that you do not recommend with respect to the programs which needs to be provided with budget?
Your Honor, my role really is that once there's an identification of a particular project, for example, may I be allowed, Your Honor, to give an example, just a short one, a brief one. For example, our collaboration with the National Museum of the Philippines for the establishment and construction of the National Museum of the Philippines in Davao City. All right. So this was an item that was proposed by some of the city department heads. So it is one of those projects that we presented to the local chief executive. And once she says that, yes, we will do this project and the timeline is set for this period, that is the time that I, as a city administrator, come in and start talking to key officials from the National Museum of the Philippines, draw the necessary legal documents that will document.
You wanted to tell us, Attorney Lopez, that the LCE approves first before you have the hand of being part of that program or
Yes,
activity. Is that what you wanted to tell us?
that is correct, Your Honor, because my role really as city
In all
admin,
matters concerning the office of the city of the mayor,